Severe weather with rain and flooding continues across large parts of Queensland, driven by ex-tropical cyclone Kirrily and a fresh burst of rain and storms across the southeast. Let me take you through it now. Our current severe weather warning for ex-tropical cyclone Kirrily is covering approximately the same areas it was yesterday. This is because the ex-tropical cyclone, now a tropical low, is slow moving over these parts, continuing to generate persistent heavy falls and the risk of flash flooding. This is likely to continue over the next few days, with the tropical low remaining slow moving. So it's likely we'll see warnings continuing in these parts over the coming days. We have seen some higher falls in these areas in the 24 hours to 9 o'clock this morning, around 170 millimetres at Kirby, 90 millimetres at Seymour Gap. But it wasn't the only wet area of Queensland overnight. We had significant areas of showers and storms, generating heavy falls through central and southeastern Queensland. Many locations saw over 150 millimetres, with the top totals being 243 millimetres at Glenora Road, just to the south of Emerald, and 234 millimetres at Berryman. Now, it's likely that we'll see this weather continuing in these parts over the coming days, as the system generating those storms, which is this trough here, doesn't really move very much over the rest of the weekend going into early next week. It is tapping into tropical moisture from further north from the ex-tropical cyclone and dragging it south through central and southern Queensland. And that's giving real energy to any showers and storms that develop and giving them the potential to bring heavy rainfall and flash flooding. So through the rest of this weekend, we expect to see showers and storms continuing through central and southeastern Queensland, as well as northeast New South Wales. Now, it's quite likely that we'll see severe thunderstorm warnings issued through the rest of today for heavy rainfall, possibly even damaging winds, across these areas through southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales in particular. Keep a close eye on that warnings page if you or someone you know is living in those areas. As we go into early next week, this pattern continues, with the risk of heavy falls persisting through southern Queensland. It's possible we'll see further warnings for more widespread heavy rain continuing through the Monday-Tuesday period, but we'll certainly continue to see thunderstorms in the mix, generating more localised heavy falls. As we go into Wednesday, that's when we may start to see a shifting in this weather pattern. The trough starts to shift northwards, taking a lot of that moisture with it. We're likely to still see heavier rain and storms through central and northern parts of Queensland, but across the south and southeast, it'll become a little bit clearer, with just a few coastal showers most likely remaining. Now, it is going to depend on exactly how this ex-tropical cyclone develops and where it tracks, and there is still some uncertainty around that as we go towards the middle of next week. At this point though, it's most likely it will be lingering over those western areas for at least the next few days and staying slow moving even as we hit the Wednesday mark. This rainfall that we've seen in the past 24 hours has already triggered flood warnings across large parts of Queensland. Most notably, we've got a major flood warning in place for the Laidley Creek, which is in the Lockyer Valley, with minor to moderate flood warnings, I should say, for other catchments in the area. And that's in response to those storms that went through overnight. We do also have minor to major flooding across western inland and parts of northern Queensland as well, thanks to that tropical cyclone's movement across the state and past rain events as well. Over the coming days, as river rises continue and catchments respond to this rainfall, we are expecting to see further flooding. So we do have flood watches still in place, at this point covering parts of central and western Queensland, spilling over into eastern parts of the Northern Territory. But over the next few days, it is possible we may see further flood watches issued across parts of southern and southeastern Queensland as that heavy rainfall risk grows more certain. With the situation already unfolding, it is essential to keep on top of those warnings via the Bureau's website and the BOM weather app. Stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next update.